So a viewer kindly pointed me to the existence of this particular pen case the last time I showed you some pen cases to review, that there is something similar to one which I really quite like from Visconti because they're very good to travel with. They protect the pens really well. And this is what they call the Magnum Opus, but with a zipper from Galen Lather. The Magnum Opus that I know of are all magnetic or has a buckle, and that's just not. I'm sorry, I'm going to use my foot here because I'm trying to. I'm actually on my way out, and this is right outside the door. I almost fall over backward there. The things you do for YouTube. So here it is. So thank you so much to that viewer. Okay, that's an interesting part there. But this is very much like, I'll put that video up here. The Visconti, pardon the dirty floor. It's been go non-stop since my mom went to the hospital, and I'm finally finding some time to do my own thing recently, and here we are. Okay, so right, oh, that's interesting. So that has that I wonder what that's for, to reinforce. See what I mean? It's hard, left, right, top. Okay, so this top here isn't reinforced, so that's one downside compared to the, sorry, my hands as well are very rough. It's in the middle of the day. I don't have time for beauty regime. So this top here is not reinforced, it's just zipper. So that a bit of a downside because that top is exposed. The bottom is hard. The Visconti is reinforced at the top. So everything else is the same. So you can take this out and you have your pens there. So the plus for this one is that you can take the pen out. With the Visconti you can't. You have to flip it over like this, and then you have to pull the pen out that way. The compartment isn't movable. So this opens both ways. The Visconti opens only one way at the front. All in all, the Visconti is still more protective, mainly because the top, this is not reinforced, that's just a zipper here. But this is for sure one pen case I can use to travel with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pens. And this is made of, not sure what this is. Now the other comparison remains to be done with the Visconti is what this is made of, and whether this, if this is cardboard, if you get this wet, that'll be the end of it. Okay, here's a direct comparison. Once again, pardon the roughness of my hand. It's just that kind of life these days with the pandemic, and with my autoimmune disorder. I wash my hands a lot, and with the antiseptic hand wash, hand clean thing, it really dries up the hand, and I don't have the time to constantly moisturize my hands. So this, as you could see, came in this and this one here. This is lovely. I really quite like that. I was in a bit of a rush. I didn't know what's on this. I think this is just the alphabets, I think. Or maybe it's something in Turkish. I don't know, because Galen Lather is based in Istanbul. So we'll put this aside over here. I'm just covering this up because there's a lot of mess over here that you don't need to see. I'm working on that, so I'll leave it there. I'll leave that, as believe it or not, is something I'm trying to do, sort of, yeah, trying to make that sound less hollow using those things, and I'll sort that out later. This is the Visconti, and this is Galen Lather. So I did wonder what that was, and this is an indication that's the back. And if you open it up like this, it automatically peels off. So that is the back. and that is a it's a elastic band, which that's quite innovative actually. I did wonder what that was. So it automatically peel the back off for you like so, but that's the back. The front is over here. So then all you need to do is do this, and you have easy access for your pens, right? Easy access like so. It peels off like a banana, and you have easy access like so. There you go, like so. Very, very nifty. I'm very happy about that. I don't know what this is made of. It feels like cardboard covered with this, what do you call this, fake suede here. And if that is the case, the top isn't sealed. So what I might do is probably put a bit of glue over it, or oil, just one of those oil that I use for to nourish my leather, my raw leather, not this type of leather. You can't put those, it's too much for leather like this, just to waterproof it, because I did have a water bottle leak in my backpack more than once, and it drenched everything, destroyed everything. This would have been destroyed as well if that happens, and that would have destroyed the whole purpose of this pen case, because the separation is important. Enforced from each other, side to side, and as I've mentioned, the top isn't. So, but there's enough distance between this and the top, so that if something does penetrate it, it won't really touch the pens. So, and the other good side is that you could take this out. Okay, so that's the pro for this one. Self-peeling back. This removable. The fact that it peels on both sides rather than just one. And the fact that this particular type of leather is, although on first viewing it looks like it's a lot easier to mark, like there you go. And while this one you don't see a mark, but this will get better with time. Well, this the opposite for this one here. The downside is the unreinforced top, but as I said, that's mitigated by enough distance between this and the pen, so I can't touch the top of the pen when I do this. Having said that, I probably would have preferred a bit of reinforcement there, but again, this is where you keep going back to price point. And this particular zipper here, Galen leather zipper, which I think is made of aluminium, I'm not sure, isn't my favorite, although I believe that's the most durable, functional and economical zipper you can have. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just pointing that out. Okay, so that's that. Compare that with the Visconti. The Visconti is clearly made to be open at the front. So you could see the zipper is way further towards the front. It's not equal like this one here. This one here is equal like a banana, as I said. Self-peeling back like so. This one is made only to open at the front. So the zipper is right at the edge on the front here. The marking at the front is indicating, sorry, the blind stamping is indicative of the front of the case, as opposed to this one here where the blind stamping is indication of the back of the case. And when you open this up, okay, it doesn't self-peel, so you do have to go like this, and then you access your pens this way. And the one thing is a little tedious is you do have to peel it off, and you are fighting with that. So you see that from the side, right? So you are fighting with this a little bit, and your pen will go across the zipper a little bit. It might go against it, back and forth, I don't know. So potentially that lean that I showed you, it's because this was squashed potentially. You see the leaning in the wall here. There's a lean there. It's not straight like that, it's like that. Or potentially it's because I went in and out, having to push this aside like this in order to get to the pen. There you go. You push this because you do need room and the angle to pull the pen outward. You do need the angle, and that get pushed around a little bit. But having said that, this is quite sturdy. There's a whole leather here, which makes the top sturdy that this one doesn't have. But this one peels both sides like so, and it makes it just a lot easier to get in and out of your pen. And of course the tray is removable, while here you can't. There's no tray, it's just this partition here. The partition here feels sturdy, I don't know, but the edges here, the edges there are not left exposed, so this is covered with whatever this is, this velvety material here. And this could be cardboard, I don't know, but just touching it like this feels sturdier. I don't know what they are. While here, it is a little bit more, look, I don't want to fold this because I might ruin it, but I could feel it if I can fold this. This feels like a cardboard I can fold. So let me pull the pens out. This just feels like cardboard, and I don't know what it is. So yeah, so that's the downside of this one. So either way, they're all, both sides have a upside and downside. I personally think this feels more secure, but it's not necessarily the most comfortable to use. This feels more comfortable to use because of the self-peeling back. You just peel at the back. This is just so much easier to get in and out, so much more pleasant. But it feels, the partition here feels a little bit cardboardy, and I'm a bit worried about that. And also the top, as I said, even though the reach to it is far, so there's this gap here, so that even if something goes through it, it won't penetrate deep enough to touch the top of the pen, to harm the top of the pen. Yeah, so I think both of them are very well done. There's just to each their own, which depending on what aspect of it is more important for you. And I am very, very happy with this, very happy with this. This too, I think, is the most functional, and because this is a little bit more delicate, I can't remember in terms of price point. This is where the price point come into a very important role in terms of comparing. I can't remember how much this is. It's been so long ago. It's over 100 Singapore dollars, and this was, I can't remember. I'll try to put but remember, this is in 2019. This is in 2022, mid-August 2022. This was purchased in December 2019 or November 2019. I can't remember. But I think in terms of throwing it around, I probably would feel a lot better throwing this around, because it's just that type of leather. So I'm very, very happy with it. I think next road trip that I'll be making, I will definitely carry this one if I have more than 3. Otherwise, I carry my flap 3 pens flap case from Galen Leather with this crazy horse as well, even though this side is a little bit unprotected. Road trip means that you have your bag in the car and you don't have to fight with the general public and baggage handlers and all sorts of millions of people, other people's baggages completely squashing yours. You have a bit more control. It's just in your car, and then you carry it out to the hotel or to wherever you're staying. But this is definitely more protective in terms of all around. So I'm very, very keen to use this next, and I will definitely report back. But for the moment, just based on my experience with this one, I could highly recommend this. I think you won't be disappointed if you have the same or similar needs in terms of how you want to carry your pens and the kind of protection or the kind of functions that you are looking for in terms of pen cases like this to carry your pen around. So Galen Leather and Visconti, end of 2019, mid 2022. For some reason, I can't find this on Galen Leather's website. So thank you once again. Thank you ever so much for my viewer. In the last video about pen cases, he pointed this out, that there is one, the Magnum Opus with a zipper that looks like this. Because without him telling me, I wouldn't know, because if you look and search, I can't seem to find it. Anyone know why that is? Let me know down below.